welcome to the greatest show in the world, Planet Levi, the only show where you get to hear me, Levi, talk about whatever I want. So this week started with the first national convention of what is probably the worst election ever. On the worst election year ever. The DNC was a display of how a national convention looks in the age of, COVID-19. The Republican National Convention will start on August 23rd and end on the 27th. Keep an eye on the state of Ohio, because no Republican has ever won the presidency without winning the state of Ohio. Now we come to our Musk moment. So Tesla vehicles are equipped with external speakers. So I don't know if I didn't know that either. But the main function was to output a pedestrian warning sound. But on August 20th, Elon tweeted, "New Tesla feature coming that enables your car to play snake jazz or Polynesian elevator music through its outside speakers wherever you go." So snake jazz is a reference to Rick and Morty, the TV show. So now we come to freaking Florida man. 27-year-old Herbert McClellan is accused of stealing 13 scratch-off lottery tickets from a speedway. Shortly after he stole them, he returned back to the speedway to cash in a winning lottery ticket. The employees remembered him from earlier, called the police, and then the police department showed up and he was arrested. The Clearwater Police Department posted to Facebook and said, "It's safe to say that it was not his lucky day." So now it's time for What in the World? A malfunction at a chocolate factory caused chocolate dust to come down on the Swiss town of Alton. The Land and Springly company said a minor defect developed in the cooling ventilation for a line of roasted cocoa nibs in its factory in Alton. You can see the dusting from the chocolate factory on the I think it's the roof of this car. Crazy. So I saw one funny post or tweet, I don't know what it was, but somebody said, it looks like 2020 is turning around. But recently, because of the double hurricanes that are probably going to hit the United States, I don't think 2020 is turning around. We just had to ride it out. So now it's time for Waste Your Time. Recently, I've been rewatching the Star Wars movies on Disney Plus with the little cousins of my family, and I'm going to rank the Star Wars episodes from what I think is worst to best. Revenge of the Sith is my number 1. Empire Strikes Back is my number 2. Return of the Jedi is my number 3. A New Hope is my number 4. The Last Jedi is my number 5. My number 6 is The Rise of Skywalker. My number 7 is Attack of the Clones. My number 8 is The Force Awakens. And my number 9 is The Phantom Menace. And Revenge of the Sith is my favorite over Empire, because it was the first movie I remember going to see in movie theaters, and it had everything I love about Star Wars in it. So like the space battles in it were probably the best space battles in all of Star Wars, I think. And I think the CGI was and the special effects were some of the best in all of Star Wars, I think. And I think a lot of the script writing and acting is actually in that movie some of the best in the entire Star Wars series, I think. But to each their own. Revenge of the Sith is my favorite. On this day in history, August 24th, 1814, the British burned Washington, D.C. and burned many of the public buildings, including the White House and the Capitol building. Thank you for joining me. This has been another episode of Planet Levi. Join me again next time.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.